Hello, everybody. 26-year-old teacher from Missouri was arrested here in Texas for having sex with a 16-year-old student. Father was arrested too because he encouraged it, didn't say anything about it, so let's check it out.
Seen far too often. A Missouri high school math teacher is put behind bars on allegations she had sex with her 16-year-old student. Texas authorities arrested 26-year-old Haley Clifton Carmack on January 5th for charges of statutory rape, endangering the welfare of a child, sexual contact with a student, and fourth-degree child molestation. According to police, she was suspected of fleeing the state of Missouri after the allegations and was picked up in Garden Ridge, Texas, about 30 minutes north of San Antonio and nearly 12 hours away from where she lived in Lakeway, Missouri. Police in Missouri say they were alerted to Haley's alleged behavior in early December after a student witness came forward and reported the relationship to their school's resource officer.
Where is the rest of the community? Where is the...
Now, bear with me. We're going to watch about 6 minutes of this video. The story gets more interesting.
principal? Where are the other teachers? This particular incident, it sounds like other students were the quote unquote lookout for this, and I'm going to use the term couple loosely. This is something I see very often in my practice, and I think that it makes people wonder about the bigger community. And so I think we've all heard the term that it takes a village to raise a child. That doesn't stop just because a child goes to school.
That village to raise a child BS is, yeah, we're not going to go there.
I spoke with civil litigation attorney Hillary Nappy, who leads her firm's victims' rights practice and has litigated hundreds of cases on behalf of survivors of sexual abuse. She tells me the female teacher-to-student relationship cases are happening far too often, and it's time for schools across the nation to wake up to the abuse that could be happening right under their nose.
I think that there is a stigma that gets placed on young men when they were sexually abused by men. And I don't think when a female is the abuser, that same stigma often applies for young boys. And I think that it is a cultural thing that, we as a society, we have to get over it. We have to start educating our parents and educating our children that, this is not a quote unquote fantasy that a boy is living out just because he is having a sexual relationship with an older woman. Schools are supposed to be safe places where children are not meeting predators. And unfortunately, I think that is one of the first places they meet predators. And we hear this too often across the country. So, this one school in Missouri, certainly not an outlier.
And court documents reveal more disturbing details. According to officials, the relationship occurred from November 1st of 2023 to around December 23rd. Investigators say the student witness learned of the relationship between Haley and the 16-year-old boy after they were shown photographs of scratches on the teen's back that he allegedly received while having sex with her in the witness's driveway. The student also told police they overheard a phone conversation between Haley and the victim, where the victim told Haley it was his birthday and she replied, quote, "I'm out of state, but I can send you money, baby." The student witness told police Haley was too friendly with her students and at times dressed inappropriately, such as wearing tight or low-cut shirts to show off, quote, her headlights, and
To show off her headlights, you know what that means.
tight leggings to, quote, show off her camel toe. The 16-year-old victim...
Okay, that's just disgusting. For a teacher, a high school teacher, to wear that kind of stuff around young boys is just very disturbing.
Allegedly told the student witness that he was the reason Haley's divorce from her husband was pushed through, and that Haley wanted a divorce due to her husband only wanting to, quote, do butt stuff. Police also learned Haley had openly discussed her personal life with her class, including details that she had gotten in trouble with the school for being too close with students, which was later verified by the district superintendent. Investigators say on December 8th they made contact with Haley to seize her phone through a search warrant. And she handed over the device with no issues, but police noted she did not have the normal behavior of someone facing the same accusations. Police say Haley denied having any kind of relationship with any student outside of school, denied having contact with the victim outside of school, and denied all allegations. However, according to investigators, Haley's text messages beg to differ. And the messages recovered from her phone show a conversation between Haley and the victim discussing their relationship. On December 23rd, the sheriff's department received an anonymous tip that Haley was about to bolt and leave town to go to Texas, but before she left, planned to meet with a 16-year-old boy. After Haley's arrest in Texas, the school district where she worked released a statement reading in part, quote, "We are aware of criminal charges filed against an employee for alleged misconduct. We understand that charges are not the same as conviction, and the employee is to be considered innocent until proven guilty. We must stress that alleged misconduct is inexcusable and does not meet the professional standards of district employees. An investigation is ongoing. The employee has not been in the district since December 8th, and we do not anticipate her return," end quote. But in another twist and turn in the case,
your parent is supposed to be the person who
Check this out.
is your front line in defense of protecting you, not feeding you up to a predator.
investigators say they spoke with another witness who alerted them the teen's father was completely aware of the sexual relationship and that Haley had been over to their home before she fled from Missouri to go to Texas. On January 4th, police arrested the teen's father on a charge of endangering the welfare of a child. According to court documents, the father revealed
That's the kid's dad right there.
to the second witness more shocking information, that Haley and the teen used students as lookouts while they were having sex during school. This unnamed witness also told police they saw the
That's crazy. Students were acting as lookouts during this whole thing while they were at school.
father on the phone with Haley as Haley asked what was
This is how AG1 works to upgrade your health routine. By
told to detectives. When the witness told the father they plan to go forward to police, he responded by saying they're going to do it behind my back, so I may as well let it happen. And also said he would lie for his son if he had to. For Nappy, she believes the charge against the teen's father was appropriate.
From a criminal perspective, endangering the welfare of a child is a crime, and it would be no different if, someone was beating his child and he allowed that to happen.
In the past few months,
All right, so he was charged with endangering a child's well-being, whatever it said. And look, he knew about it, and his mindset was, they're gonna do it anyway, so I'm going to not say anything, which is wrong. I'm not a parent, but I can imagine if you're 16, most normal people, if you're 16-year-old is having inappropriate relations with a teacher at school. I would think that most parents would like to go to authorities to report that, no matter what, if it's a boy or a girl. Maybe the father felt like, hey, pat on the back to my son. He's banging a teacher. If you want to look at it that way. And I get some people think like that. But it is inappropriate nonetheless. Now, I had some experience with this. Not me personally, but in my high school, there was a teacher. He was a coach/teacher. He was a basketball coach and he taught math. But he had a baby with the student. His wife also worked in the school as a teacher. Now, he only got suspended because the student was 18 years old at the time. But the wife never left him. It was weird how she put up with that from this guy. He had kids with the wife, marriage going on, everything, and knocked up a student like it was nothing. He brought the baby to the school. I remember him walking around with the car seat, whatever it is. And I was like, "That's your baby?" He said, "Yeah." I didn't know who it came from. Then I found out later on it was from a student he slept with. So these things happen often. And another teacher in the school, he was also a coach, football coach. He got fired for letting girls sit on his lap during class. I mean, these things were happening in my school as well, and it's not surprising. Now, this is schools can be breeding grounds for these types of things that happen because they are obviously because you have some teachers with don't see a problem with sleeping with younger people, underage people, boy or girl. And well, nowadays you never know what it is. It's he, she, gender, two-spirit, whatever you want to call yourself nowadays. People don't see a problem with that. And maybe the kid felt like he was macho or something, if that's even still a term. By sleeping with this teacher, he had an opportunity to do so. Of course, the kids are gonna, you know, hey, give each other high fives and things like that. But from the other side of things, it is against the law. It is illegal to have inappropriate relationships with a student as a teacher, and this woman, rightfully so, was arrested. And her fleeing the state tells me that she knew it was wrong. She knew it was wrong. Now she's going to school with camel toe showing and headlights, just very inappropriate stuff. But that's my take on it. I want to see what you think about that. If you're in this position as a father, would you have looked the other way? Hey, my son's having sex with this attractive teacher. Hey, they're going to do it anyway, so whatever. Which I think is wrong. I think you have to do the right thing as a parent, in my opinion. But yeah. Have you have any experience with this stuff? Have you seen this inside of your high school and your middle school? And it might be happening. It could have been happening right under our nose without even knowing about it. Who knows how many other teachers in my middle school and high school were doing these types of things with students. Crazy stuff to think about. All right, guys. Like and subscribe. Also, stay warm in this cold weather. That's why I'm wearing a jacket. Have a great day. Thank you.